News segment time. The fourth segment. So, I I unless you have an idea, I was gonna say not play the element game, but discuss uh ranking elements. Not actually rank them. I mean, we could discuss that.
Oh, we can talk about the Veritasium video from yesterday that I watched.
The lead guy.
Have you watched it?
Yeah, I was the one that told you about it.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, no, it's in my feed. I just hadn't watched it yet.
Well, I'm beginning to think Veritasium's just ripping off of Cosmos season one.
I haven't seen Cosmos season one.
Well, he's ripping them off.
Why?
The animation style's relatively similar. Uh, and the guy they talked about is also relative. So he talked about the guy who made lead, the leaded gasoline.
Mm-hmm.
But he did briefly talk about the guy who like kind of made the big stink about it because he was trying to measure the age of the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
They talked about that guy on Cosmos,
Mm-hmm.
and so yeah, I love how there one guy caused two massive environmental catastrophes,
Mm-hmm.
and he was just inhaling lead and freon. Like what?
Yeah.
And he knew the thing about the lead was, I mean, the freon. I don't think anybody really knew that. I can't blame them. They didn't have satellites. They didn't have a proper way to test its interaction with ozone. Plus, who would ever think to test a chemical's interaction with ozone? They do now, but like back then, who would have
Mm-hmm.
ever thought? Uh, I can't blame them for that one. But the lead, like what, like bro,
We knew lead was bad.
like the funniest part was the ethanol one. They're like, well, in 10% concentrations, ethanol works. I'm like, are you telling me we 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 ethanol? We already knew ethanol was gonna be like, hey, this could really work as like a fuel additive or whatever. Like
Mm-hmm.
we could be sipping on E10 since the 40s.
Yeah.
Um, but instead we decided let's put lead in our vehicles. Like what?
Yeah.
He made every human born before 1980 dumber.
Mm-hmm. We're
Uh,
dumber now.
I mean, the lead levels in our blood are slowly decreasing. Uh, I love how the CDC said, "Here's the acceptable rate."
Ah, yes. So it's not technology's fault that we're dumber. We were already born that way. We were already
Well,
off to a rough start.
I mean, there's still questions on that, but something that I find interesting was that I love how they did the math. How it cost humanity like several hundred billion, like it cost us like
Mhm.
how wasn't it in the trillions of dollars it cost humanity the lead because it made people
Oh,
that much dumber with the crime. Like they said, the lead caused
I
more
don't remember
crime.
that figure. Yeah.
It was somewhere in I swear it's the neighborhood of $1 trillion or trillions of dollars, which is just stupid. Yeah, it was in the trillions of dollars. Anyways, uh, which is a stupid figure. No, no, I love how the CDC is like, here's the acceptable lead level in people's blood, but in reality, the acceptable lead level is zero.
Zero.
I'm like, that's perfect.
You should not have any lead in your blood,
They're like, lead
fam.
is so.
Fam, what are you doing?
They're like, lead is so bad that it has to be at a zero concentration for it to even be acceptable,
Hmm.
which is insane. Uh, that's interesting how lead interacts with how it sticks in your bones, just like That was one of the fears of strontium-90, radioactive isotope of strontium, that gets dropped from nuclear weapons. That gets left over, and it interacts with the calcium in your bones. So strontium gets a really bad rap, even though there's nothing really wrong with the element. It's just that it gets a bad rap because, well, people think it's bad. It's not. There's nothing wrong with strontium. Strontium is it's whatever. It's just another element on the periodic table. But it gets such a bad rap from nuclear weapons, and how they were afraid that the strontium would get in your bones, cause bone cancer and blood cancer, and kill you. What a great. So great. No, that was a good video, though. Other than the fact that it was literally just a Cosmos episode, it was pretty good. And Cosmos was great, so I can't complain. So, I don't know who did it better, Neil deGrasse Tyson or Veritasium. That's up for debate, but
I don't know. I kind of like the animations.
it's the same as it's the same.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm not even joking. They are so damn similar. There was one video.
Well, I wonder if he has the same animator.
Possibly. What was funny was there was one animation from a Veritasium video. I don't remember which one it was. I thought it was straight up ripped from Cosmos. I straight up thought it was. I was
Really?
like, what? It wasn't, but I straight up thought he just ripped it right out of Cosmos. I was like, what? And I haven't seen Cosmos since I was in 8th grade.
I never did see it.
Oh, it was fantastic. That was my.
What were some of the episodes?
There was one where he shrank down and talked about the microscopic world. That was really cool. Talked about tardigrades. There was one where he talked about black holes and hypergiants and stars. He talked about the birth and death of stars. That might have been the same one he talked about light. There was one he talked about Einstein and relativity and light. That was a cool episode. I didn't really understand it. I understand it. I understand it a lot better now, but back then I was like, whoa, well, this is kind of interesting.
How many are there?
Huh?
How many are there?
I don't remember. Like 12, maybe? 8 or 12? Not very many.
And can it be found on anyone? Like Netflix, Amazon Prime, or anything?
I haven't checked to see if it's on Amazon Prime or Netflix. I know you can watch it for free on science.org, but as I've science.com or sciencechannel.com, but as I've just said earlier, science channel video playback sucks. Like, you can go watch every single Mythbusters episode right now, but it sucks.
Why?
A, they take forever to load. And B, you have to watch ads, and it's the same. And it's they're like periodic ad breaks. There's 5 ads, and it's the same ad that plays 5 times. And this this break, these 5 ad breaks are like every 10 minutes or whatever. You want to die, and the ads just. Oh, they're so bad. Maybe they've improved it since the last time I was on there looking to watch Mythbusters and stuff, but I couldn't. I'll have to look to see if it's available, but Cosmos, there was a 2nd season of Cosmos, actually.
Is there 2 seasons?
They just came out with the 2nd season. Oh, freaking almost a decade later.
Where? On Science Channel?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't have any way of watching it. Is what it is. But actually, Cosmos is based off of Carl Sagan's original series.
YouTube TV. Voodoo.
I suspect it's on Voodoo, but
it's on Voodoo and Amazon Prime for $1.99.
That's per episode.
I don't know if that's per episode. Is that per episode?
Yeah, let me look on Voodoo. Cosmos.
Oh, it's also on Disney Plus. My brother can give us access to Disney Plus.
I had to figure out which Cosmos we're taught. Strip the Cosmos Season 1. Oh, Cosmos the Space-Time Odyssey. I think this is it. A 13-part adventure, yep. Yeah. This is the one. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it was so good. The last one was kind of,
No, did you see it's on Disney Plus too?
well, I wait.
What?
Yeah, we could watch it on Disney Plus, but because it's a National Geographic, that's where Richard come. But no, it was so good. Those are the best 13 weeks. The last episode is really depressing.
Depressing?
Yeah, it's about extinction
And?
and global warming.
Yeah, things die. Things get replaced. Oh, well.
It's depressing.
You are easily replaceable. Just know that.
Oh, I'm well aware.
I wake up every morning constantly reminded how easily replaceable I am.
I wake up, I exist every day, constantly reminded that death is around the corner and that at any moment, all of humanity will be wiped out.
Yeah.
As I've said
Yeah.
before,
The worst.
As I've said before, and nobody's ever made this, civilizations on the cosmic scale pop in and out of existence like electrons.
Mm-hmm.
No one's ever made that assumption. No one's ever talked about that before, but it's a great analogy. Electrons pop, bing, 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 which is actually the talk
We are popping in and out of existence.
They talk about that when the Cosmos episodes actually talk about atoms. And the civilizations on the cosmic scale.
Mm-hmm.
We'll never know.
We are nothing but just a simple vibration of energy, dancing for itself in the universe that will eventually fade out in light of other random oscillations, other human beings who are just random oscillations in the energy field density of the universe. And one day it'll all go silent.
Yeah, I'm done being depressed. Anyways, what a fun fourth segment. Anyways, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. New podcasts every other Friday, 11 a.m. Central Time. And good night.